All right, so East Flair, I don't, is that a dude or a girl? All right, it's a dude. Um, he says, I see black women downing the future, the fuck out of future. I'm gonna start with y'all don't know these people at all. But let's be honest. Black women are attracted to the very futures they hate. Y'all choose men with the image that Future portrays in hopes of him treating you like a Russell. Then turn around and criticize men as a whole. Imagine picking up a snake, then getting upset when the snake bites you. Y'all are never attracted to the Russell Wilsons unless he comes attached to a bag. That's why they always end up with with the white girl, I think, is you trying to say. Think I'm lying. Google Russell's girlfriend before he came into the league. Shouts out to Jada for going get her future back. Okay. So this is the specifically black women liking the thug guys, blah blah blah. Listen, this is one of the reasons why I really want to just do these videos, get them out the way, and then never come back to these topics ever again. Because it's been beat to death, but even still today, even though this is from May, I saved this from May and you know, did the typical never go back to it, but this is still a conversation today. A lot of women love this guy, but then somehow later end up with this guy and blah blah blah. Let's be real. Future type is fun. It's fun. Remember that one video that Darcy and Chick had on Madam the Wire, where she said, "That's why I'd rather date the thug or the hood guy because he gonna take me on the adventure that I deserve." Okay, now let's think about this. Why did she say that? Why do women generally say that? So let's say a 9 to 5 guy. Let's say we're going to take a 9 to 5 guy and the hood guy, thug guy, right? They both don't have any money, right? But they did just come up on $500. The 9 to 5 guy just got a check. The other thug guy, he just, I don't know, maybe he sold some shit or, you know, got some, you know, he fucked around and got some money for another chick, whatever the case may be. The 9 to 5 guy, if that's all he got to his name, what is he likely to do that Friday night? If you're responsible, because this is where I fuck up with analogies, because this very damn well could be an irresponsible person and spend the whole thing. But, you know, some people in that position, they're likely to, even if they spend $200 up front, right? Let's assume they get paid weekly and they spend $200 up front. They're going to make at least $150, $200 last to try to make sure that they don't go completely broke, right? So if that guy is going on a date, he's come across that chick, he's typically probably going to ration it out. Probably going to say, let's go to, I don't know, maybe this place, that place. Or he might at some point even just admit, look, I honestly only got like $200 to work with the whole week, so I'm really trying to save whatever, right? A third guy going to say, look, I got $500. The fuck you want to do? We got from now till, bitch, $500 later. What are you trying to do? Right? So they're just going to have more upfront fun. Right? Maybe that guy 20 years later can't go on a vacation or a cruise, anything like that. But up front, that's the dude that's going to give her the fun. And that guy typically does come in the fashion of men who are just, they're not really doing anything. They're not planning anything. They're not making sure that they have it tomorrow. That is what that is. And ladies, I think, and I actually heard a chick on this panel that I listened to for like 2 minutes. She asked a question. Now, I don't know the context, but I'm going to use it anyway because the context that I think she might have asked it relates. She said, see, men want the hot chick, right? But women, we want the guy with the 6-pack and the big dick. We can't have that guy. And it sounded like she was asking in a manner of, why do we get criticized for wanting that guy? That's what it sounds like she was asking. And just like here, you get criticized for your decisions now, turning into consequences later, and then expecting or criticizing people for not fixing your problem. Because a lot of you aren't lucky enough to go from Future to Russell, the cheesy dude that I'm going to get on camera and record a 5-minute essay for my wife. Oh my God, I just love you so much. Blah blah blah. A lot of you are just simply going to be by yourself at 40 and 50 years old, unless you retain enough attractiveness where a Future will keep coming around. But a lot of you aren't lucky enough to get that guy. So you end up doing these. Why don't y'all make these men better? Which, ladies, again, you're asking men who you said no to fix the man you said yes to. How moronic. Just imagine that let's say you sell cars, right? You got a used car shop. Car Sheet is another used car shop. I think I used it before, but if I did, it was so long ago, it still fits. So listen. So let's say somebody comes to you and say, hey, over there, so you got like a Chevy Cruze, you got a Ford Fusion, but over here they got them Corvettes, and I want you to get them to drop their prices for the Corvettes. Like, tell them that I'll pay you, but I get to get that car. I don't care how it works. I just know I'm going to drive that car. Make that work. Right? And you just say, look, you try to reason with the person, look, my cars are a lot safer. The maintenance is lower on them. They are better in gas. They just, overall, people tend to drive these cars a lot longer. They're a lot safer. You go through a lot less with these cars. And you say, I'll get a loan. I'll get a loan, a high interest loan, and I'll just get this car anyway. Thank you anyway. Right? So now insurance is sky high. Can't afford the insurance. The car ends up breaking down, so it's too expensive to fix. And it's now just sitting at the crib. Or worse, totally. And now either you got to sit at the crib because it don't work, or you got to sell it for pennies on a dollar. Imagine that person coming back to you like, can you tell that person to go fix the car anyway or give me another car? No, you're going to look at this person like, fuck out my face while I slap the shit out of you. How dare you tell me you don't want what I have to offer, but then go and do that and then come back to me to fix your problem. If you don't kick rocks. If you don't fucking kick rocks. It's an asinine situation to have. We're not gonna load any more comments. We're gonna go from here. He says, facts, bro. Almost every female I know would call Russell lame if he wasn't an NFL player. Amen, brother. This is fact. Bitches ain't shit. That's why I just be fucking them, playing them. Nikki comes in with lies. Russell would be considered a pretty boy. Pretty boys and nerds don't like us. Okay, I'm sick of this. Let's flip the script. Ladies, stop doing this. Stop doing this. Stop doing this flip the script nonsense. Nerds, look, men in general like who they can get their hands on. So if you go to a nerd, matter of fact, let's see if you're ugly. You don't seem ugly. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Please stop. Hold on, let's see. Let's see a little more. That's not her. Same picture. I mean, you got a nice sized chest. Decent face. Like, you really about to sit here and act like if you put yourself on a nerd, or you gave yourself up to a pretty boy, you really don't think he gonna be like, all right, cool? Especially a nerd. Now he might be a little scared, but he's going to be interested. Stop. I've heard this more than once, several times. Oh, y'all don't want the nerd women, so it's the same thing. Stop. There's a kind of joke, but it's really just like a thing where people say nerdy girls are the freakiest girls. How if nobody likes them? How do dudes know this? How is this a thing if nobody likes them? Stop it. Fucking stop it. Nobody likes ugly girls. And don't focus on the nerdy girls who just tend to be ugly. There are a lot more ugly girls than girls who are nerdy. Please stop. I hate when y'all do that. This one thing fits my description, so all the rest of it doesn't exist. That's what you just did. And then this guy responds with, but if he did like you, don't front, you know, and I know, in the black community, black women diss dudes like this. She says, nope, not true at all. If that was the case, I could say the same for black men. We are only the race of people who have to wonder when a black man has money or is a celebrity if his wife is white. No other group of men practice this phenomenon except black men, mainly black American men. So what does that have to say to you all would rather try and turn on an Instagram thought into a wife than going to a HBCU campus and finding a Michelle Obama? Why are so many beautiful, educated black women single? Because black men on her level attain success, they choose other. Michelle Obama is just as fine as any Instagram model, all natural, but do you follow her on or women like her? No. Bet you on that Insta hoes friends list though. It's 2020. Come better than this. If a good guy wanted to meet his mate, there are 25 million educated, decent black women, but y'all don't want them because she don't twerk or look almost white with plastic Kardashian body parts. Here's yet again one of those this bullshit. Let's flip the script, change the subject, and all this. I said something, therefore, and I made it real sassy, so therefore I'm right. Yeah. Okay, let's go through this entire thing. Let's go this entire thing, right? No, not true at all. If that was the case, I could say the same. Remember what she's responding to. He's saying specifically, black women, even if a corny guy likes you, black women are going to diss the corny guy. You're not going to like him. And that's when she says, nope, not true at all. I could say the same thing for black men. And then here's where she goes off the rails and starts talking about something that's completely different. Nope. We are the only race of people who have to wonder when a black man has money or is a celebrity if his wife is white. Dude, you don't have to wonder if she's white. You have to wonder if she's... You don't have to wonder anything, honestly. But look at what you're doing. You're taking a dude who's making millions of fucking dollars and looking at him. Proving the point of, even if the corny dude is liked, it's because he got a bag. You just proved his point. Because you didn't give the example of the nerdy guy who didn't make it that far and just works fucking at the plant somewhere. You didn't use him as an example, did you? No, it's the millionaire. And honestly, do you really think white women are entitled to white men who are successful? Or do they gotta at least pretend to be some sort of nice for them before they take them to court for all this shit? No other group of men practice this. You are out of your fucking mind. No, actually, let's do this. Let's do this. So no other group of men practice this, right? Why? Why does every other group, granny, let's say you're right. Why does every other group of men actually like their counterpart? Why? Why? It has nothing to do with you. Nothing. What's wrong with you where all of your men, when they actually are about something, don't like you? Wouldn't have other options that aren't you, don't choose you. Why? It's all him, though. It's all him. It's all us. It's all the men that get successful, right? Nothing about you. Cool. Awesome. So what does that say about you all would rather try and turn an Instagram thought into a wife? So you're going to assume because, see, here's the thing. Now you're blending. You just said if she's white. You didn't say a hoe and white. You just said white. So because she's not black, or because, and here's the thing that I've noticed with me. Because a woman is pretty or just ridiculously pretty or gorgeous or just beautiful with anything, right? If she's not black and beautiful, she's an Instagram thought. She's a gold digger if she's not black and beautiful, right? If she doesn't look like an average black woman, she's a gold digger. That's what the narrative y'all paint, because y'all do just like this. Out of nowhere, she brings up, oh, well, she must be an Instagram thought because she's not some average black woman. Other than going to an HBU campus, or first of all, if I'm a millionaire, why the fuck would I go to a college campus to find my wife unless y'all are okay with men dating younger women once they're successful, what y'all always argue against, right? So why are you bringing up an HBCU campus? You're just literally just pulling shit out of your ass at this point, right? Why are so many beautiful, educated black women single? You tell me. Are these the same women who don't need a man? Are these the Judge Lynn Tollers of the world who talk mad shit as much as they possibly can? Them, the women who admit. Remember, I'm using Judge Toller for a reason, because she preached this shit all the time to women about don't be. The way she speaks, she doesn't outright say it. She probably doesn't say it at all. She probably doesn't mean to send this message. The way she speaks sounds like she really doesn't like men having any control over anything ever. And you know what men like? Control. Why? Because they like taking care of things. They like protect. You do realize that that requires some level of control, right? But women like her, that's beautiful, educated black woman, preach this type of stuff. So are these those women? Jocelyn Toller doesn't brag about it, but she does tell you, I can't cook worth a damn. But hell, I go in there and I do something, right? Who the fuck wants that? And I'm pretty sure these are the same women who black, single, beautiful, educated. A lot of you all today, especially younger, especially the ones that are leaving college now, yeah, I can't cook, and so what? I got this pussy, so what? Who the fuck is going to marry that? If you are all about you, who's marrying you? At that point, you're not a marriage partner. You're not marriage material. You're annoying. Who's going to marry that at any level? Because when black men on her level attain success, they choose other. Okay, well, you choose other. You're beautiful, remember? You're beautiful, educated, black, strong. You can find someone outside your race, right? Or let me get this straight. You're sacrificing your happiness for us, right? Which is weird because I could have sworn when people in general, men and women, especially those dudes that want to pat y'all on the back and everything, them along with y'all, were telling us how all of a sudden black men are angry because black women are starting to exercise their options to leave the black community. What happened? So now all of a sudden y'all single again? Why? Because the context calls for it? God damn, will y'all ever be honest and on one track? Ever? Fuck. Michelle Obama is just as fine as any Instagram model. No, she's not. No, she's not. Look, listen. To me personally, I know this varies from person to person. So, but for me personally, Michelle is like, Like I wouldn't call her ugly, but she's just not. She's. It's like if you didn't have options and you wanted a wife, you probably marry her. Eh, that comes off to me personally. Don't say she's just as fine as any Instagram model. No, she's not. No, she's not. Now, granted, that's from the neck up. Apparently, she got a thumper back there. I don't know, but I guess. But again, whatever. But don't say she's as fine as any Instagram model. Remember, half of those chicks are literally designing their bodies for what the brain finds attractive. You are a fucking liar if you say she's just as fine. Again, reaching out of your ass. But do y'all follow her or women like her? No. Listen, because Instagram, just like OnlyFans, they're a very concentrated, specified niche type of thing. People, if you're me, you're following Thots on Instagram, that's because that's what you use Instagram for. I don't follow Thots on YouTube. I don't click their link and watch their YouTube channel. I'm only following for ass. Are you making a 20-minute ass twerking video? I'm not going to watch it, so I'm not going to subscribe anyway. Just because I'm not following something educational or something that's inspirational on Instagram doesn't mean I wouldn't follow it anywhere else. It's a bad example. It's 2020. Come better than this. If a good guy wanted to meet his mate, there are over 25 million educated. Again, the point is, y'all don't want him. But let's pause here, because he's talking about the educated woman she's talking about is a successful 6-figure educated man. I guarantee you. If you were able to get this chick and have a conversation with her, I guarantee you she would tell you that her definition of an educated man or a man that is deserving of being married is a dude that got that bread. I guarantee you. Now I'm looking to see if maybe she has a partner of such or kids, but I can't see anything. Her about info. No, so not telling us much of anything. I smell bullshit. Why, Latasha? Why do you smell bullshit? Why do you smell bullshit, Latasha? Not bad for her age. Not bad for her age. Gwen says, bona fide hater who clearly doesn't comprehend how to use the proper English or a substantive point of view. Future represents the typical stereotype, except he somehow managed to mumble rap into a career. Russell Wilson, black man with a dream of playing football via NFL, he accomplished his goal via college education, and years of hard work paid off. He's one of numerous successful black men in America, not hard to meet and live happily ever. How? Because that successful black woman accomplishing her goals via higher education or career, not just a job, and keep those goodies or legs closed to a future. Black men are oftentimes dog stereotype, etc. Let's applaud those Russell Wilson that represent black men well. What the fuck did she just say? Was she trying to diss what the dude was saying? Or was she agreeing? I'm lost. She just said bona fide hater. And then said all this stuff. Like, the whole future represents the typical stereotype. Yeah, that's kind of the point. And then he somehow managed to mumble rap into a career. But Russell Wilson used education. In what? In what? When he retired from the NFL, what's he going into? You tell me. Explain it to me what he's going into. He was educated. No, he fucking... Dude, Russell Wilson transferred from one college to the other specifically for a chance to start and showcase his talents. He didn't transfer for a better education. It was for football. They did the same shit, except his required that he played 3 years for free. Who knows how many shows Future had to do for free? Who knows how long before he blew the fuck up? And he had baby mamas before then too. That's the point that he tried to get across to you. But you want to dodge the blame and go, oh, we're Future. I don't get it. Accepting accountability is so hard. Why? Why? Then but somehow, because Future mumble rapped into a career, apparently Ciara accomplished her goal via higher education or career, not just a job. Now it's not just a job when we get to the woman. As long as it's not just a job. But what was Future's accomplishment again? Oh, he just mumble rapped his way into a career. That nigga dropped a mixtape every month for like a year or a year and a half, some crazy shit like that. It still managed to have people pick at least one song off each album that they liked. Listen, I know going into a studio and doing all that to all of us is like, it should be easy. But trying to come up with concepts, tones, melodies, beats, that shit takes a little bit of time. So although it may be not stressing on, physically and all that, you might not have a particular, oh, well, if this album doesn't get done, then I'm going to lose my home. We don't know all of the ins and outs of it, but it does seem easy to us. But again, that dude dropped a mixtape every month for like a year and a half, 2 years. He did work to put his name out in the streets. So again, even before he blew up the baby mamas, you can't then say because his career is only mumble rap, that all of a sudden Ciara's is like better. She worked hard. Stop. Please stop. Please stop. Jeez. Future is a very successful artist, so it doesn't matter if his college wasn't his route. Most of the wealthiest people in the world barely have the high school diplomas. Okay, let's stop using that because we don't know. There are like 2,000 billionaires. We don't know if they all have high school diplomas or not. I seriously doubt y'all have researched that. So let's not use that. Let's get where she responds to him. Oh, she never does. But he gets into a back and forth with somebody. Greg says, talent overweighted education when money is involved. He says, what is education when it can't be applied correctly? The brain eventually dies. I'm leaving this thread. She said what she said. Joe Bryant says, if we as men keep it in our pants, we wouldn't go through half the shit we go through. Skip some pussy, please. It's not worth it. All the time a bit I have you irritated for life. I think he's trying to say pussy isn't worth it just because it's there. So therefore, if you get yourself into a certain situation tied to a chick with a baby, she'll fucking fuck with your life. I think is what he tried to say. I won't disagree there. My only problem was when people say this, sometimes they say it in efforts to legitimize what someone said or legitimize what the woman did on her end. So depending on how they present that is what makes me agree or disagree with it. Katera Fisher says, smells like bullshit and a criteria you wouldn't meet, so you want to downplay. The same way nobody is choosing up with the neighborhood hoe, no real woman is trying to settle down with a future. Women can find as many Russells as they want, and regardless of if they're plan A, B, or C. Fact remains that the guy with 9 baby mamas and something negative to say about women he decided to have raw sex and created children with is in fact the damaged goods that a lot of you try to make women like Ciara out to be because they grew the fuck up and someone was willing to meet them halfway. Step your shit up Be a Russell so you don't have to feel inferior to one. Because this sounded like a hater speech. Um, he wasn't hating. Did you read it? He didn't hate on anyone. He didn't hate on anyone. What the fuck did I read? Did he not? Was he not just trying to explain how women actually don't really like Russell until Future puts them in a compromised position? How was he hating on Russell? Oh my God. Let's start from the top. Smells like bullshit and a criteria you couldn't meet. So you want to downplay. Downplay what? He wasn't downplaying anything. He's making a judgment in a criticism. But it's not. He wasn't even making a criticism. He was more so explaining the problems or the decisions in which a lot of black women make. What was the downplay? The same way nobody choosing up with the neighborhood hoe. Okay, the neighborhood hoe wouldn't be choosing up. I think she meant choosing to lay up with the neighborhood hoe or choosing to wife up the neighborhood hoe. I think this is what she meant to say. And then she says, no real woman is trying to settle down with the Future. Now, she said settle down. Fucking Future. Have his baby. Okay. Settle down and deal with his problems all the time. Nah. Just have his baby and have Russell take care of it. Talk about playing it down. Women can find as many Russells as they want. You fucking serious? What do you mean by Russell? Because I'm not thinking she's talking about a guy who's corny but successful. I think she's talking about a guy who's simply just not a Future, I think is what she's trying to say. Maybe a quote unquote nice guy. And yeah, so a lot of nice guys out there, we call them simps. Do women want simps? Nope. That's the fucking point, lady. Regardless if they're plan A, B, or C. So right here, I don't know if you caught this because when I originally read it, I didn't catch either. But what she's saying is, nigga, we do like the Russell Wilsons. But sometimes they're just not usually plan A. Sometimes, yeah, they're the back burner guy. But we choose them, just not up front, nigga. For whatever reason, maybe it's because they know he's always going to be there. They know he's always going to be a suck ass nigga. But she just admitted, yes, we actually do choose the Russells. We like the Russells. Later. Fact remains that the guy with 9 baby mamas and something negative to say about women he decided to have raw sex and created children with is, in fact, the damaged goods that a lot of you try to make women like Sierra out to be. Okay, I think what she's trying to say right here is we're trying to pretend that Sierra is equivalent to a dude who complains about the problems that he has with his baby mamas. Oh. No, that's actually not what we're saying, ma'am. It's not. So I guess moving along, because that's not what we're saying. But then she says, women like Sierra, they grew the fuck up and someone was willing to meet them halfway. Okay, I'm starting to think what women define as growing up or simply growing or having growth is just simply saying, damn. All right, dude, look, bring your whack ass on, put me in the house, and I'll fuck you sometimes, all right? You get Tuesdays. I'll fuck you on Tuesdays if you're not late home from work. But sure. I think that's really what she means by growth, because ladies, honestly, growth is some bullshit. It's bullshit. You can't admit that Russell Wilson might be your plan A, B, or C, your dead ass last plan, and then meet him, then do it later. Oh, it's growth. It's not growth. That's not the way people use the word growth. You're using growth as simply making decisions you knew you should have made anyway. No. No. Why you always gotta grow when you're a problem? When you got this fucking bastard kid nobody wants? Why do you only grow then? Why is that the only time you sprout fucking wings? Why? Why you never grow before then? All before then, you were entitled little annoying ass bitch. That's what you are before then. But now we're just going to label it growth. Fuck out of here. You didn't grow. You still gonna fuck Future when your man at work. Fucking growth. He wasn't putting down Russell at all. No, you idiot. He just essentially said girls only look for a Russell after they chose the rich, fun, thug, like Future, blah, blah, blah. You need to take Rich out of here. Because once women had a taste of wealth, they ain't going back. They ain't going back. If a woman had a taste of wealth, she's only going to fuck Future after that. Because it's like, I can't be with a 9-to-5 dude after this. I might as well just have a dick guy. Might as well. Fuck it. She said, my comprehension is just fine. I still think he said some bullshit. She kind of nice. She must be fucking Future right now. Yeah, buddy. She on her time right now. Fuck, is that her man? She's out here living her best life is what she's doing. Mia, how many we got? Oh, we got a lot. I don't think I... Hold on, so after... Is this the same chick from... How the fuck did I find her again? Wait, is this the same video that I'm recording? I'm doing like 10 of these. Oh yeah, that's the same chick. So let's see what she said down here. This post is all off and full of lies. Usually guys who look like Russell won't even look. Oh, you doing the same dance here? Really? Come on. Pick something else. Try something else. Please. Don't just constantly say the same shit. You know you're lying. I know you're not this stupid. You're educated, remember? Stop being this stupid. They won't even look our way. Hence, he married a white woman first and got with... Yeah, because we just know for a fact it wasn't because that woman up front treated him how he thought he wanted to be treated. We're not going to make that assumption, are we? We know it is absolutely because it was just because she was white and an Instagram model, right? And he only really? He only got with Sierra because she's a star. Man, y'all, wow. Y'all really know how to flip some shit. And say it with confidence, too. They love Asians and white women. They don't even attempt to develop a relationship with anyone in the neighborhood. In school, they only hang with or date Asians and white. They don't even like Hispanic girls because they're too close to black. Because of that, we gravitate to the men who love black women. That's always hood dudes. Unfortunately, they don't become good husbands until their 40s. But they love everything about the black woman. The attitudes you white women lovers complain about, they love it and want you to have one. They love the flyer and jazziness about us. They love our hair, skin, the way we talk, and will put anyone in his place about us. So yeah, we choose them because they choose us the way we are. And this bitch ass nigga Andre. This is true. I can't even lie. You know what? I'm gonna be a bitch ass nigga too, real quick. You absolutely right. I don't know how you thought this was in your favor, but you know what, Nikki? You absolutely right. You just cold heartedly admitted. Look, we know we got shit that's like should be approved upon, but we can find dudes who ain't about shit and they think it's just fine. Cause they ain't about shit. What are you talking about? How do you oh really? They ain't about shit. They're hood dudes. You just said they don't make good husbands till they're 40. You just oh God. Oh my God. You can't be serious. You can't be serious. How do you start off with they don't try to develop a relationship with anybody in the schools, mainly just meaning black women, but you get to the bottom and say, we don't try to develop anything about ourselves. We don't try to develop a better attitude for a living. I have to be with you forever. You realize that, right? That's what we're talking about. Being with someone forever. So you want me to deal with your personality forever, right? To you, this makes sense. Well, it actually does make sense. But to you, you don't understand why. Or you're criticizing people who want to be with someone who doesn't give them as much attitude. Are you fucking serious? Oh my God. Dude, you can't make this shit up, bro. Oh God. I don't want to try to work on myself at all. I'd rather just go to the dudes who won't be shit till they're 50. And again, when you're 50 and a hood guy, what exactly have you built that now you and this hood guy can live a half-ass decent life from this point on? You fucking serious? You serious? But yet these are the educated ones of you. The educated ones. So you educated women gravitate to the dudes who ain't shit and then somehow go, why is the black community the way it is? I mean, I point you to this here. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Wow. This Chris Shell says, who do you think you are? Who do you see black women riding for y'all ready to fucking die? What? I think she mistyped something there. But for y'all, I hate black women because they can't compete asses. Oh, she's not putting the quotes where they supposed. What she said here is, this is for all y'all dudes who complain about black women simply because y'all don't want to compete. I'm so sick of these gossiping ass little boys. I swear, if you wasn't black, I would tell you to go fuck yourself. I mean, you kind of just did. You came from a black woman, got your name from a black woman. You was first loved by a black woman. Black women care and love y'all poor excuse ass. We ride for y'all and ready to die. And little boys like y'all ain't ever got a kind word for us. Future is a fucking grown-ass man with more than half a dozen kids with a dozen women, and your sorry ass want to talk about the women and what they accept? That's the fucking problem now. Instead of holding men accountable to do better in our fucking community, y'all seedy concerned with bitch shit. That's, god damn. I'm not reading all this shit. I'm not fucking doing that. I'll try to get through. I'll get through as much as I can. But here's the problem already, right? You just said Future has more than half a dozen baby mamas. Why the nerdy dudes ain't got this problem? As Obsidian says, why don't the boring guys have this problem? Huh? Do you realize you're proving the point that he's making? And then you say again, holding men accountable. We are holding them accountable because we ain't fixing their problems. We're not paying their child support. We're not out here. I've never heard of a dude say, "Yeah, I had to bail my man's out of jail because he got locked up for child support." We holding them accountable. Y'all want us to do is go drag them out of their house, off the PlayStation, or out of the next bitch house, drag them to the unemployment line or the temp service line, make them get a job, make them work that job, make them bring that check home to y'all. Every time he getting some pussy, y'all want to make sure that we putting a condom on it. And that's what y'all want us to do. That's what y'all want us to do. And again, no, fuck that, fuck you. That's your problem. I want to hold you just as accountable, but when y'all get pregnant and can't afford the baby, y'all can tell everybody else, yeah, we gonna need them food stamps. We gonna need that public housing. So y'all are actually the ones we're not holding accountable. I mean, can y'all please listen? If the only thing that deems you of any type of respect or praise or anything is the fact that you gave birth, because everything else is a given, isn't it? Black, you're a black woman. 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 Okay, and that means what? So can I just have a kid, give it a name, tell her I love it every day and do nothing for it? And all of a sudden, oh, well, I'm a black man, so you must hoorah me. If that's what you're saying, but whatever. Saying that's why we don't have any leaders. We don't have any leaders. First of all, listen, I don't even believe, I don't like this whole idea of the black community, we're supposed to stick together. No, we're not. No, we're not. Because as you see, we cannot hold everybody accountable because, America, the whole freedom land place, we don't have control over everybody else. Our desires are way too different, as you see. And again, I have to tell you women who keep telling us we have to do this and that, this and that. Okay, fine. We're going to be leaders. And part of the leading thing is we taking niggas like Future off the table. No more mating with those guys. Now what? You still down with the leaders that be doing leader shit? Or do we got to stay out of your personal lives until you want us to do some leader shit because he fucking up? Fuck you. Our culture of people are only as strong as the men who lead them. Really? Really? You sure? You sure? You want to put an emphasis on men who actually want to take on the leader role? Do you want to put an emphasis on that? Or do you need to always leave the other dudes, the fun guys, available? Do you need that? These are one of those people that just apparently just like to fucking yell all day, but don't actually do shit. You offer them the, is this fucking her? Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. See, y'all will listen to a chick like this after that rant, but she has her family. She has her family. But you will listen to her say all that shit and get all angry. It's the same thing like when Beyonce made Single Ladies and went home to her husband. This is the same shit. Y'all will listen to somebody like this, talk all that shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Only go home to a smiling husband. She probably typed this while making his dinner too. I'm gonna leave this here because that took a lot of me. Right, be right, not misogynistic. All right, be right, not stupid like these people.